Holy fuck, that tastes good. What the? Oh, that's dangerous, man. I forgot how sweet these fucking things work. Jeez. That's legit. That's legit just like a sweet fucking dessert drink. Good lord. I was sipping a Starbucks double shot energy. That shit tastes good, man. Good lord. Man, we have so much lore for this very thing. Yeah, I figured y'all, ew, coffee? No, don't worry, it's incredibly flavored coffee, so it's like fucking 200 calories. I'm gonna go put on a hoodie. Scooter. Hi guys. Back. Not back. Well, back? Okay, I streamed on Wednesday, so it's not like I still feel like I'm coming back from a hiatus, despite already being back, you know? What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? You finally made it to stream? Welcome. Finally, another stream? Yeah, man, I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. I'm not planning on traveling until creator class, so I'm gonna be locked in for like 2 months. At least. Yeah, I did a lot of traveling in December, January, early February, so I'm trying to just kind of fall into that rhythm again, lock down a bit, just kind of like get back in the groove of things, you know, not fucking slack off all year. It would be nice to do that at some point though. Retire. I wonder if I could ever if I'll ever be in a position to do a PewDiePie where like the amount of money I could make from uploading regularly is just inconsequential compared to what I've already made. So I could just straight up be a hobby. We are not there yet. I would like to be a multi-millionaire by then. You know what I'm saying? Is this your Wendigoon arc? No, this is the exact same arc the streams are always on. Me being a self-serving egotist. Happy early President's Day. And listen, man, you can't expect me to be happy on a day made for presidents. Like, how many of those am I supposed to like? Jimmy Carter? That's it. That's it. Only one that's not a war criminal. Do you watch Wendigoon? Very often. I think I listen to, roughly 20 to 30 hours of content from him getting all my gold guns in Call of Duty. And I'm listening to more now that I'm doing platinum challenges. Motherfucker, you are the president? And yeah, I don't like myself. The rules follow. The whole thing still tracks, man. 30 hours? Well, like, the conspiracy theory Iceberg on its own was 10. I did, like, all his other individual ones. So that's, like, another 5 or 6. All the missing 411s, a bunch of, like, the Waco video. The fucking 9 layers of hell. I'm working my way through the 9 layers of purgatory. I don't know, I've been watching a lot. I like the sound of his voice and the things he chooses to explain. Opinions on James Cameron's Avatar? Guys, I saw Avatar 2. Well, I saw Avatar 2 pretty close to when it came out, man. And I gotta say, going in, I was a hater. I was one of those folks who had never seen Avatar 1 and wanted Endgame to pass it in 2019. And I still would have been okay if it stayed like that, but watching Avatar 2, that's the most sucked in I've ever been to, like, a completely different movie world ever. I usually only feel like that with video games or reading. So, I feel like James Cameron does not miss. He has never not made a hit. He can't miss. Did you get the Cocaine Bear ad? Oh yeah, I want to see that movie too. I still haven't seen Avatar 1, but Avatar 2, with my modern sensibilities, was just very impressive. On a technical level, and just, mostly on a technical level, but, you know, a schlock, but, like, quality schlock, you know what I mean? Fuck, I have a slightly strained throat, so we're gonna see how my it copes throughout the rest of this thing. Quite, when the fuck do you read? Fan fiction, dipshit. What do you mean? Puss in Boots over Avatar 2? I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But I think Avatar, I gotta come back around and say, you know, I was a little too mean. I was a little too mean. What are we doing today? I'm making an iceberg. About myself. Like a, well, you know, egomaniac. That thing I am, undeniably am. I think there's an ingrown hair on my earlobe. I'm just feeling it now. I'm gonna stop touching that, otherwise it's gonna fucking bother the shit out of me. Imagine if it was like spider eggs. That would suck. So we self-indulgent iceberg? Very. So I have this whole thing set up into... Whoops. I have this whole layout set up into tiers, as icebergs usually are. You know, the top one, it's like just I'm gonna turn off chat so you guys can see the different little fellas. So, at the top one is just me hanging out, right? Tip of the iceberg, the guy's just hanging up there. He's not doing anything too much. The next one, he looks a little more, we'll say, under the influence. Slightly more deep fried. You can see the gradient starting to edge in. And wow, this guy is hearing static. He is not having a good night, I'll tell you that. Like, those eyes have no pupils, but they're seeing shit, man. This fourth one is where things become very, 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 Kwiteberg. I think it works. The Kwiteberg. Kwiteberg explained. But this fourth dude is, I don't know, he's off a perk, he's tweaking. There's not too much to be said there. You can see the bloodshot eye starting to creep in. And this guy is vibrating out of this dimension. I'm really proud of how fucked I managed to make that look. I'd spent a lot of time just distorting it and desecrating it, you know? A rotting pea. It's not even just deep fried. I fucking drew extra lines on it, man. I was so proud of how dog shit this came out. I felt accomplished. Anyways. So that brings up the question. I wanted to do this with y'all because I, believe it or not, know my lore not as well as a lot of y'all. So I need to ask, how for each of y'all in chat, how long have you been a Kwite viewer? Either on YouTube, or here on Twitch, or from the second channel? Just give me, like, a month, like, how many weeks, months, years, even? Kwite lore? It's extensive. Too long? Year and a half, almost a year? Damn, a lot of y'all been here for a while. I know a lot you need to be... careful. Nothing that doxes me, hopefully. The very bottom of the iceberg is just my full name and address. God damn, some of y'all have been here a long time. I didn't know so many 3-year... Like, we had so many 3 years. I thought a fuck ton of y'all would have, like, grown out of it, but I'm glad to see I can hold an audience better than I thought. You've been a fan since the Memulus collab? That might have been one of the, smartest leeching maneuvers I ever pulled off of. They called me the knockoff him. And I got him to endorse the knockoff by putting him in a video. It's fun, like, genius. I'm a social engineer. The point is, y'all have extensive memories of, like, when you first watched me, and you probably remember my old videos, passing comments I've made better than I have. And my mods are definitely going to be doing a lot of this. But what I can do, I think I am in a good position to get us started. I'm going to pick the correct font. We'll do red text, that way you can see it no matter what. The very tip of the iceberg, this is like the most basic thing about Kwite other than me being named Kwite. The floating hoodie. Like, it's so famous. It's got to go at the tip, right? Like that I feel like that's a good place to put this one. Center that, and I'm also gonna fucking turn the kerning up because this is really close to it. It's bothering me how close to it is to get to each other. 200? Nope, wrong. I fucking forgot how to do kerning, man. Add Anthony. We'll get there, man. This is very much bold that text. Probably also a good idea. Okay, let's I only have regular, sorry, but smooth, sharp, crisp, Windows LCD. I'm just gonna stick with strong. Yeah, I don't have this font in anything but regular. Okay, guys, Anthony is not gonna be in the first tier of this. This is like shit that every person who's seen a Kwite video would know. $120? 20? 30. Let's make that 25. That's probably good. Springtrap. Well, that's the thing, though. Springtrap is a very popular thing here on stream, and maybe even on the second channel. But the main is the biggest thing I have, and that's like, at most, a side joke. At most, a side thing. I need y'all to think, like, as surface level as it gets. Dumper jump scare, that is not first tier. Okay. I think another one that might belong at the top, not at the top. Reddit videos, gay. Bald. Dream clone. You know, a lot of people who see me their first mistake might have been dream clone. Whiteboard. You know, that's a good one. That's a good one. Whiteboard. Very simple stuff, you know, but it's a recurring part of the lore. Doesn't have to be complicated to be accurate. We'll put that on the other spire over here. Wear faceless. Fucking, like, this is the easy shit, right? This is the easy shit. Like, this is, like, it's like, you see me and you're like, oh, that's what he does. Mask and glasses. Like, holy shit. Incredible. Incredible. Smoke is not tier 1, guys. Like, she's being in like 3 videos at most. I need y'all to focus up. Really think more obvious. Not J Fuel, guys. I don't work with them anymore. She is to me, and me too, but that's because I live with her. Eyebrows? Anthony, that is not a... Listen, Springtrap is going to be above Anthony. And Springtrap's not even like the top one. We'll say, yeah, we'll say commentary channel. That's probably... either that or comment or reaction channel. I think it depends on how you define that, but probably commentary channel. I feel like most people don't even fucking know that term. It's just if you do know it, that's what you consider me, you know? Oh, right, green. Green guy. Just fucking... Green gay? Loser? Ragged? Nah. Like a grenade, by the way. By the... Green loser. There we go. Actually, no, we need to specify dark, lush forest green. You know, be very specific. You know, it's not because that combination of words sounds really pretty. The same way that I feel because I am that. Is there anything you guys think that is is there anything here you guys think that is just as obvious as everything here? Because we basically just described the first thing like you see in every video, plus the whiteboard. Dark, lush, forest green. Yeah, dude, like, most people still assume I'm, like, just straight. So you can't... Clickbait, actually. Clickbait, that's probably, I don't know, it's something I do a lot, but is it something I'm known for? Ooh, you know, the fluffy mic? Maybe? Maybe. I feel like the bisexual lighting is too specific, because it's not everybody's even gonna recognize it as that. We just said a virgin. That should be on the list, but that's like a middle tier thing. You know what? I'm debating. Would this go on the... Do you guys think having no legs goes on the top one or the bottom one? Because you never see my legs, but me making a joke about them not existing is not explicitly stated in every video. In the same way, it's like it doesn't exist on the channel in the same way that all of these things are physically apparent no matter what. Like, the thing is, I think it's less, upfront. Like, it's still very, like, at top of the pyramid, or, like, close to the top of the pyramid, but I think it should be second. I think it should be second tier. I think it should be second tier. The mic? Oh, yeah, yeah, I get fucking tons of comments about the microphone. Mike looks like a dead rat. That's like just one of the few I've gotten, or one of the many, I mean. And I think that's like a pretty healthy population for the tip, you know? Like, this is supposed to be really obvious stuff. Like, we're just like surface level. You look at a Kwite video on the main channel, the most popular place. And this is like what you get for every time, every format. So I put what I was basing the top tier off of was the main channel, like I said. I think the second channel, this tier is going to be made of things up here that are just below the obvious, like some of the most recurring bits, like having no legs. Smoke, because she gets mentioned in the main channel quite often, at least in passing, and she's directly been in them. And a lot of, like, the really, like, upfront stuff about the second channel. So, first. Has no legs. Floats. Perfect. That's a good one to start us off. It's a good one to start us off right there. Strong opening. I think another easy one is being a VTuber, right? Being a VTuber. Like, duh. I only say that for the second tier because it's only really on my second channel. Unless people know my second channel, as it would happen. Stolen tweets. I don't think that's as big of a thing with me that people know me for as you guys think. And music is going to be farther down. Not a lot of people listen to it really realistically. Gay loser with no friends. I mean, I almost did put like green loser on the top tier. The box. Ooh, you see, you mentioned that. That's further down, I think. That's a deep cut. Very few people remember the box and the blue snowball. I'm gonna say Springtrap is probably like this tier. Dating, Springtrap. Fucking duh. That's a pretty, like, that's something that gets mentioned in pretty much every video in some way nowadays, but it is a recent development, and it's mostly on the second channel. You know? Being short, Zootopia, abortion comic. I feel like specific videos, or like specific videos and shit are, it can't just be like one-offs. Like, a lot of people know me for the Zootopia abortion comic, but that was like one thing I did. I'm not like that guy known for it. I think something like OnlyFans would fit either on the second or third tier, because those are my most viewed videos. But it's also been a while since my last one. There might be something in the works there, but Markiplier has not posted his final batch. I'm thinking OnlyFans reviews goes here, right? FNF is definitely there. I think FNF's at the bottom, man. I think Friday Night Funkin' is like middle tier at least. But okay, so we'll go OnlyFans reviews because that's you know, should the type of content I'm known for be at the top tier, or should it be the things that are present in like all the types of videos I make? I feel like most people are gonna know me for OnlyFans reviews if they know me for something and not just as like a general fucking void. Richard Nixon? Richard Nixon is very far down, I think. Possums are an old bit, too. That hasn't been relevant in a very long time. I think reading fan fiction's middle tier. Toilet Shark? That's gotta be middle tier as well, I think. That's not... We don't talk about Anthony as often. Oh, you know what could probably go on this one? Likes men. Or bisexual. I don't know. Is that, like, a personality trait? Because it's like... I feel like you put things on this list that are specific to you, but that's just... I like penis. I guess. Or, no, actually, no. I make it my personality. Only personality is being... queer? / gay. Say if I just put gay, that's not accurate, but it sounds funnier. Is being yuppie? Oh, is that a slur? Okay, I mean it's just a young person with a well-paid job in a fashionable lifestyle. Young urban professional. I am not putting fruity. I boycott that word if I'm able. We'll just put yuppie as a catch-all. Whole personality. You know, I'm just gonna put gay. He's being gay. Made whole personality being gay. Wait, made being gay whole personality. There we go. That's the wording I like. Alt Twitter ass. Tier lists in Kmart. Kmart's further down. I think Kmart's in either the bracket at or the bracket below Anthony. No, Anthony's either at Kmart or below, right one below Kmart. PTSD playlist? What are you talking about? PTSD music? Oh, you're talking about the fucking... It's a Pokemon mix, guys. Relax. Gun ASMR. Has painted nails? I actually don't. I only have those in thumbnails, funny enough. Sorry, Ariwa portrays me in a false light. I am a fraud. Oh, speaking of which, Ariwa, remind me to message you after stream, by the way. Tier lists. Tier list would be a lot lower. I am known way less for tier lists than I am for pretty much any other kind of content I make. Coke nail? Okay, Jillian, that would be like very bottom tier. Don't do that again. And I mean you. Half unsubscribed in all vids. Being American. Hating jean shorts. Unquestionably a furry. I mean, whatever you want to think. I think music is, like one of the bottom 2 tiers, personally. Self-promo. Asian. That's gonna be very close to the bottom, I think. Like, those are like things that people just do not know me for. And the Reddit readings from fucking 2018, dude, that is like half a decade old. If that makes this on this list at all, it's going way deeper. I guess the quote channel being on the second tier in general would make sense. Quote. Second channel. I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. And you know what? Let's put that at the top up here. And then order these in, like, the kind of, like, level of notoriety under it. There we go. Yeah, I think this is a little more representative. I found your second channel first. A lot of people do. It's just there's no fighting with the numbers though. The main is still bigger. You have a Jersey accent? Nobody knows what accent I have, least of all me, man. It's a fucking mix of being on Discord too damn long. There's like weird English accent fucking ticks in there. I say in it. I started doing that since high school because I talked to too many British people. Now I can't stop. American accent? Yeah, for sure. You itch your man boobs. That's gonna be... Listen, me having fat titties is going lower. You're British? No, I talked with British people, and I picked up some of the things they said. God. You guys have no hearing comprehension. Also, listen, guys, the Queeter Griffin stuff is gonna go lower. It's not a second-tier thing. I think you guys have a bad scale of like how well known things that we do on stream are overall in the grand scheme of me. Fat ass, that's still pretty low. Only like thousands of people have seen my humongous cheeks, but that's of millions. So most of them haven't. Do you think there's any more that belong on second tier, or do you think we should be moving down to third? Like, because we can't always come back up. Like, that's the beautiful thing about these things. We can just, like, come back and add more or, like, move them around. Holy fuck. I think third tier... This is the thing. Richard Nixon is, like, a very essential bit in my life. Because my profile picture on Discord has been Richard Nixon for 2 to 3 years at this point. I don't think I've changed it since before the pandemic. And it probably won't change unless I'm, like, trying to get a thumbnail. Like, that's a bit I've been committed to and doing with my friends in every, like, group chat I'm in for ages. But I don't really do it on Twitter. I don't really do it in any public capacity. The only folks who know it are the ones who are in my Discord server. So, it's personally prominent, but it's probably a deep cut in the grand scheme of it, you know? I feel like Richard Nixon goes a lot lower. Cabby? What? I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Was there any that we said, like, definitely belonged in third? It was like, I remember there was one we said specifically should be in third. Was it Smoke? No, it was something else. Smoke probably should be in third, though. Kmart. Because, yeah, that is a pretty public-facing meme. Oh, fucking shout out Wisp, by the way. Shout out Wisp, EXE. I'm gonna show a dildo on screen. I hope that doesn't get me, nuked. You know, I'm just gonna screenshot this, so, like, it doesn't... I don't even risk it, you know? Fuck, I still got Jack Manifold penis in it. So, Wisp was in a competition to, like... Whoever gets the most liked tweet gets to make their, like, their whatever picture they pick as their profile picture, and, you know, Jack Manifold's big penis won, because of course it did. But then I asked him how much to do Kmart, and he's like, I don't know, he said a like number, and I'm like, I can't get that likes, can I give you 20? And then he changed it to Kmart, and he never gave me the info to give him a 20. Like, so I just got it for free. And it's still like that. It's still like that. It's still Kmart. My influence spreads. Jack's what? It's a picture of him in Critical's compound when we were there at Creator Clash last year, I believe. And he's just holding one of the fucking big Moby Huges where his nuts would be. He's been trying to get every single person who is willing to change their profile picture to change it to that. So I'm gonna... label myself as a Kmart enthusiast. That is the title that I'm known to other purveyors of the very famous chain by. We are pretty pretty agreed upon in that. Would you say I'd say Kmart enthusiast is like a more general thing. You know what? No. You know, I think Kmart enthusiast has to go down here. Like, because even in the grand scheme, like, we don't know that. I think what goes here is rancid tweets. Rancid tweets. Like, because I fucking put the rancid tweets I make in my videos all the time. So I think that's probably third, you know? Kmart enthusiast just seems like... I feel like that's less known than, I feel like that's less known than my Kmart enthusiast, or Kmart enthusiast is less known. Stealing tweets should be higher. The thing is, that's really only known on Twitter by some. Owner of the Mario X Sonic physical frames. That's probably bottom tier. Like, that's a highlight, but a very recent piece of trivia. Is Kmart a real place? It used to be. It still is in Australia, I think. Tax fraud. Tax frog. Nuka Mug in third. People see it, but people don't know it. I don't think that fits there. You know, I think making music probably fits in third tier. I would put it above Kmart enthusiast at least. What the fuck is that music? It's Pokemon. Makes lethal music. You die instantly from listening. It's so good it kills you. Like, you will legit just die. Gruesomely. Sonic Enjoyer needs to be up there. I think Sonic Enjoyer will be fourth tier, because there's only like a relative amount of content about me liking it out there. But it is a big enough thing over enough time. Oh, fucking reads too much fanfiction. Admits to reading fanfiction. Porn. Wait, no, we'll put smut. Oop. There we go. I feel like this belongs on tier 3. This is like a solid tier 3 one. Like, that's known by... I'm also gonna make this rancid / stolen tweets. We'll say that, like, I'm known for saying disgusting shit and getting that disgusting shit from a variety of places, you know? Smut? It's /J, alright? It's /J. It's /J. The black fingernail? I don't know how many people know that story, man, but I legit just fucking closed a drying rack on my pinky because I was pushed it the wrong way, like I was holding it, and then just like, you know? No pants, no legs is at the top. It's included with that. Hi again, guys. Ooh, wait, that should be tier 2. That, like, hi again. Would you say hi again should be top tier? Because that's arguably the most consistent thing I've had in my YouTube career. It either has to be high tier 2 or low tier 1. Which are y'all feeling? And at least make room for it in case. Hi again, crab. I'm not saying hi again, crabs. Low tier 1, high tier 2. Yeah, I guess like the high again would be... The thing is, I feel like more people know hi again than the microphone. So either this needs to come down to tier 2 or higher again needs to go up in tier 1. Arguably, you could just argue that the mic looking like a dead rat is not really something worth mentioning. Mike is in every video. Yeah, but the high again has been in every video for longer. And most people, like, are used to YouTubers having a mic. It's not something they, like, make note of. It's not really unique in the way that it's used. It just has a wind filter on it, so it looks a little silly. I want to say hi again in Tier 1, honestly. And honestly, I really don't think Mike looks like a dead rat has any place. It's gotta go. No, I want this gone. Guys, G Fuel's not going on the list. I already told you. Ooh, that's another one. That's one. That's another one. I need to... I'm making this very clear. This is the official canon statement. Is not a furry. I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to tell you guys to stop saying I am because it's good for business. I don't know how many times I have to go through this with y'all that I am explicitly keeping this up because it allows me to keep the bit going longer and making more videos and making more money. And I have been completely upfront that you guys feeding into it and saying, liar, liar, you're just saying that to get out of it is exactly what I need to keep it going. Like, keep telling yourself that? Okay, if that makes you feel better. I'm literally the only one who wins here. It's great. Stop lying to yourself. You're saying exactly what I said you were going to say. I'm telling you, like, you can believe whatever you want to believe. It doesn't make a difference to me. But as long as you think... Like, as long as you think that I'm joking when I'm telling you the exact reason that this keeps on. This keeps on keeping on. Free promotion, tell people you're a furry? Yeah, man, you keep them fucking arguing about it or, like, hounding you about it, then you can keep milking it. I have been so upfront about this every single time we stream, and y'all guys are like, yeah, right. Lying. I mean, even if I was, is the result different? You'll never fucking know. Stop the cap. Hey, I don't even need to. I don't need to answer these. I win either way. This is great. White Claws? I don't think so. White Claws are not something in my repertoire these days. The fake gun bit? I don't know. I don't know if that's like a Iceberg worthy thing. You know, I'm gonna change makes lethal music to makes info hazard music. Like, hearing it will kill you. Makes music that are info hazards. I don't know, info hazards is just a cool word as well. You gotta admit. Would you guys say I'm really that well known for the Boyfriends webtoon? Because I'm definitely more known for the Zootopia abortion comic, if that's the level of stuff we're at. I also need to make these smaller so there's more room in the future, just in case. Active Twitter user? I don't know. Fucking sick in the head is like what you're trying to say. I'd say, you know what, I think, Dating Sims in 3. I don't know, just the collective, awareness of that I don't think is as high as y'all think it is. Like, across all the dating sim videos I've done, there's like only a few million views. Like, the Zootopia abortion comic clears all of those together in like the 2 videos I made on it. And I don't know if that's like a tier 3 thing. What about Minecraft story mode? I think my journey with that game is an important enough footnote to me to put in something like this. And it was a very long-running series. Yeah, okay. Tortured into liking Minecraft story mode. It's literally what you guys did to me through that series is what they do to prisoners in Guantanamo. I was tricked, fooled, deceived even. The fact that the main writer of MSCM knew of the stream. Wait, what? Wait, what? I never heard about that. The main writer of Minecraft story mode saw the streams? How did I never hear about this? Is that true? Microwave cat, that is not going on the list, guys. You are not getting that on the list. You don't deserve it. And that cat didn't deserve it either. Listen, Hoodie Horizon's the one who said it. Eric Stripe knew of the NCSM stream. I gotta look at this. Eric Stripe. He's also writing Control 2. I fucking love Control, the first one, man. That's huge. Eric Stirp, not Stripe. Mods, if you can get, like, the link to, like, him mentioning that shit or something, that'd be so cool to look up. I'd actually love to see that. Give my ego a belly rub. Detroit Become Human? Nah, that's too recent. It hasn't even really, like, fleshed out into its own subject yet. Like, in all, like, Kwite, the VOD channel? I do not run that channel. That is an unofficial channel. Sonic DeviantArt. Would just the fact that I stream on Twitch be like a tier 3? Kwite streams on Twitch? I think so, yeah. Like, that's like, if the top is the main channel, this is the second channel, my third biggest platform is gonna be, you know, Twitch. That makes sense. Old VTuber model. I've had this. This is the only VTuber model I've ever had. This is the only one I've ever had, dog. What do you mean? Okay. Let me see, Jacqueline. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Y'all oversold the fuck out of this. It's still very cool. But somebody just asked him on his Tumblr if they'd heard of me. And he's like, no. Glad he liked it, though. Y'all sold that. Y'all oversold that, man. Oh, God. Fucking, you got me so hyped up. And for what? And for what? Still cool, though. Still cool, though. He knew it was you, though? He said he has never heard of me. He said he knew it was you. No. I haven't heard of Kwite. It's the first thing he says. He does not know who I am. And that's okay. That's probably for the best. There's no need to lie to ourselves, though. You know, if the entirety of my Twitch stream is on this tier, should Minecraft Story Mode, which was streamed on that Twitch, really be on the same tier? I don't know, man. Is the reach of that series for me bigger than my overall Twitch reach? I honestly have no clue. I don't know how I should be scaling that in me brain. Never really put too much thought in it, if I'm being honest. Lower in the same tier. I'm not ordering them within the tiers too much, but actually kind of, but not like super specifically. Also, lean makes no sense as a thing on this tier list. Maybe Anthony, but Lean is like something I did because it was a Springtrap meme. And it lasted like, what, 2 streams? That doesn't belong on here at all. I guess we can just list the fact that I have a cat as one has cat smoke. She's literally made of ash. I use her as an ashtray because she is already made of this stuff. Get off my back, any animal abuse groups. The Mario and Sonic comic strip? That would be... Dude, that's like a really recent thing, and only like Twitter knows about that right now. Okay, yeah, you know what, I think... since I've made so many videos on Minecraft Story Mode, like I finished the whole damn thing, and it's like a very notable thing within the community. I think it's worth keeping on the same... Actually, no, I think I have a better idea for this. Quote second channel, VTuber, and then these two pretty much go hand in hand. If you watch a second channel video, you at least know I stream. So the awareness should at least be on the same tier, and that means this is like less, and then this is all the bits that come with both of these things because they're really connected. And then all of these make more sense in the position they're at if I put me streaming up here, I think. I think that's a solid fix for that. Steals tweets, we got that on third already. Got that next to rancid/stolen tweets. 5-minute crafts? Tier list. Tier list would be really low, I think. Because I've only really done those recently and not as often as maybe you'd think. Like, honestly, I could do them weekly and it had to do alright, but... You know, here's one I'm gonna skip to the bottom for, because I don't want to forget it. And this is one I think y'all will, if you recognize this, then you are an OG. You are... If you know what this is. If you know what this is, then holy fuck, you've been around too damn long. Not in a bad way, but like, Jesus Christ, I can't believe you're still here. The box. The box! Who knows it? Anybody? And I feel like a lot of folks wouldn't. And that's not like a you thing. It hasn't come up in a very long time. Sadly, I don't know the box. Casual. Fucking casual. You know the mods do. Well, yeah, that's unfortunately their loss. I feel so fucking bad for them every day. I think, you know what I think belongs in the middle tier? Is... I'm gonna say Reddit videos, collectively. Because when I say Reddit videos, you guys are probably thinking of, like, the legit just r/entitle readings with, like, some folks I used to do, like, way back in the day. The thing is, I still make those. I just don't title them Reddit anymore. I get so much content from Reddit that it's not as well known that I'm getting it from Reddit. But it's still where it's coming from. So I think, like, it's a nice mix of I'm discreetly doing it to this day, and I was explicitly doing it well in my past. So I think middle tier is the perfect combo for those two things. Stealing content from Reddit. Well, we'll say borrowing. We'll say borrowing content from Reddit. I'm a good Samaritan, alright? I return what I take. I miss those vids. I'm gonna be honest, it's basically what I still do, man. Just reading text posts. Weirdly, not a lot has changed. Thank you for the set or the raid, Grolix. Hope you had a good stream. Holy fuck, guys! I may have a shit incoming. In which case, I may put on the silly Kwite with a Y channel. Babysit. Finger Scar should be 4th tier. I would say that's bottom tier. But we'll get to that. What's the box? Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. tortured into liking Minecraft story mode. Well, I'll say I'm gonna put a raised and ruined by Sonic the Hedgehog. I think that's an adequate by the Sonic fandom. Because honestly, I only played so many of the Sonic games. It was the fucking online community that had me by the fucking balls. Raised and ruined by the Sonic fandom. Sounds about right. Yeah, you fucking jerk face, little jerk. Jerky face jerk, jerky McJerk face. That's you. I don't know why, but my brain was trying to get me to keep them on the actual iceberg instead of just putting them in the entire tier like a fucking normal person. Kwite, do you like Dream? I like when I get money off of his name. That's explicitly what I like about him the most. Why'd you stop Dossier? I didn't specifically stop it. I just never found something to make another one on, and I've really, up until like last year, even toyed with if I want to do something to bring it back. There's just nothing that I end up following through on, and I'm not going to force myself to make a video like that. Speaking of which, though, I feel like that is one of like my most popular series. And of the old things I've done, it's the one that people still talk about the most. Rest in peace, the J Station video. Holy fuck, it got sacked, man. 2 million views. They were monetized, thankfully, but fucking all that shit gone in one because of like 5 seconds in the video. Pain. He forgot Anthony. We're not going in explicit order, and also ADHD would not be on tier 3. That would be no, I think that would be bottom of tier 4, honestly. Because realistically, it does not come up often. It's been in like explicitly mentioned in what, one video? I talk about it on streams occasionally. It's not really a front and center thing for the Kwite brand. Also, don't be afraid. Oh, actually, you know, that's a good one. That's a good one, what y'all said. Actively hates viewers. It's in the tags? Yes, that's only on stream. It's only on stream, and very few people out of my entire viewership watch stream, you know what I mean? But you're right, it belongs on the list somewhere, mostly because of how I found out about it. How I, like, it's like, Kwite, I think you might have a mental disorder. I'm like, what? No, what? What are you talking about? We'll say actively hates chat. And should we... Do you think this terminology is enough to encompass the idea of me hating talking to you and hating what you actively submit for videos? We hate you too. You need to put only half people are subscribed. That's not like a me thing. That's just something every YouTuber did for a while. It was like meta. This is gonna go in third tier. I'm just trying to think of a way that properly encompasses the entire breadth of what it's supposed to be talking about. The gun clicking sound. I'll say maybe on the fourth tier that could be like reload stims, or pretends to reload guns for fun. But like I don't think that's a very high tier thing. It's like a bit that comes up every few months at most. We'll say actively hate. We'll keep it as actively hates chat because we can change the name of that later to something a little sillier if we'd like. What happened to the outro? It's bad for watch time, isn't it? Nobody fucking sticks around for it, so it looks bad in the numbers. And all I care about is numbers. Peeing a lot. Okay, listen, it's almost the top of the hour. Why'd you have to say that now? The red block behind you in thumbnails? You mean the background? Dude, I stole that from Sniper Wolf. Dirty Minded should be there. I feel like that's pretty apparent from majority of these. OnlyFans reviews, dating, Springtrap, rants and tweets, tortured, smut reading. Okay, listen. It's self-evident. It's self-evident. The box is at the bottom, guys. I put it there to, like, sandwich this properly. The broken cardboard Nixon in your closet? It's actually behind my, whiteboard right now, and people asked me what boots those were in the background. They weren't boots, it was Richard Nixon's corpse. Wet-ass fart effects? They aren't wet, they're just gaseous. I feel like Nixon is 4th tier. To me, that's like on the same level of Kmart enthusiast. Like, it's a bit that is in my head actively and that I do with, like, my friends in calls. But, like, not a lot of people realistically follow me on Discord or on Twitter. Mostly Discord, for that matter. Because it's like my Twitter banners, but it's very, very apparent on my Discord. I think Kwite is Rich the Big Dick Nixon. That's what they call me. By the way. The Big Dick Nixon. Not the Big Dick Nixon, the Big Dick Nixon. The Big D, even. Rich the Big Dick Nixon. That's me. Dickie Millhouse. I gotta use the real estate better here instead of just, like, clustering it all in one spot. I don't know why I'm still doing that. Put furry. It's already in 3rd tier. Jesus Christ, man, my throat hurts. Once human? That's just not even canon, though. Music? Music is in, X music that are info hazards. Yeah, that's 3rd tier. Just farted? It seems like a stream thing. That would be on the very bottom tier if on this at all. Plus, everybody farts and announces it. If you don't, you're lying. Fuck. Gotcha life. Stained my pants? No. Bathroom breaks? You know what? Speaking of bathroom breaks, I say let's take a minute. I'm gonna run an ad break. We'll think about it. We'll come back, and we'll reconvene. Hey guys, I'm back. I got water. What did you eat? Paper? When I had like when I was hungry in class as a kid, in first grade, if there was like spare notebook paper that I didn't need to write on, I was like munching on that shit, man. I don't know why, it just seemed like the logical option to my grumbling stomach. What do you do when you're being chased by the police? Escape? I'm kidding, I have no idea. I've never been chased by the police before. I, do not go outside. And if they, you know, if I did get in an altercation, I would not be able to run at all. I'd like fucking freeze up and scared. You guys either fight or you flight. My ass freezes, bitch. I'm like a deer in the headlights. Why do your glasses blink? Because they're my eyes. Wait, where's my FNAF Juniors episode? Fucking 6 months ago? What do you... Just look, dog! It's there already! That is like my favorite feeling in the world, though, when someone asks me to do a video that I've already done. I'm like, I've got something great for you, buddy! I know exactly for what you're gonna like. Like I've already delivered, and they just don't realize it yet. Can't see, idiot? I was just talking. What? God, there wasn't even anything to look at. I hadn't even done anything yet. We can't see it. Nothing was happening. You guys are so eager to get on my ass over that. Do we put Insomni bullying on the Iceberg? He doesn't deserve to be on my Iceberg. He has no place on this other than a smear on the bottom. No, not even that. Chat confessions. I'm putting chat confessions in like under it, like that falls under the actively hates chat umbrella for me. Oh, that's right. I wanted to put Nina in Flinders. Nina in Flinders. Control. Kwite brand. Guys, I am a prisoner. These two like to work from behind the scenes and act like I'm the one hurting them. But these people, like, they're trying to milk me for every last cent. They're like, please, Kwite, we please just want a livable wage. Like, that's so manipulative, dude. Like, fucking saying that they can't afford to eat. Like, that's gaslighting, man. That's fucked up. They're trying to guilt trip me. That's manipulation. Please, I just want to pay rent this month. Okay, greedy. Like, you don't take everything from me already, scum-sucking witchy. Ugh. Nina in Flinders, control Kwite brand. Manipulative bastards. Control the media. Or control Kwite media. It's all, if you guys are ever mad at me for anything, it's all the editors making me do it, guys. Put Goofy off Freddy on the list? I'm trying to think of, like, the nicest way I can tell you to, like, fucking shut the hell up. He's just mean to me? No, that's not true, Insomni. I'm the most mean to you, but I am absolutely on everybody else's ass in the same way. Except Ewas, because Ewas likes Call of Duty. They have good taste in video games, and that's... Sorry. Fuck the editors, no offense. How else are... Actually, no, it is fuck the editors, because they're controlling me. And, yeah, the mods are editor sympathizers, because they really just love me being chained in a basement. Yeah, me and Insomni are parasocial enemies. Same with the rest of the mods, except I have actually met the other ones in real life and just actively tried to stab them to death. In a video game, obviously. What about Twitter ass reveal? I'd probably put fat ass / fit pics on the 4th tier. I'm innocent? It's not that weird to eat raw potato. All potatoes are raw if you think about it. It isn't parasocial if you both know each other. Kinda is. I don't know, man. Whenever my girlfriend's trying to FaceTime me, it's like, dude, relax. Like, fucking, you don't know me. I'm just someone on the other side of a screen, alright? Just treat it like content, because that's what it's supposed to be. Saying she wants to, like, get intimate and fucking talk to me about a serious conversation. Like, no. Boundaries, fella. Come on. Y'all eating raw potatoes? Put your mug on the list. I think Kwite with a Y would probably be... Honestly, Kwite with the Y's gotta be bottom tier. Like, fucking so few people know about that. I never plug it anywhere, and that's on purpose. I like it just being like that. Skinwalker. Girlfriend, I didn't know you pulled. I don't. I made it up. It was for the sake of that joke. Kwite second to bottom layer. Kwite's under the music, so I don't think it would apply like that. Well, let me put Kwite with a Y on the bottom tier just so we have it there. Or not? You know, only if the text is feeling like it, obviously. Kwite. With... wait, I don't know. With, Y. Awesome. Peter Griffin laugh? Would y'all put Peter Griffin on tier 4 or tier 3? I feel like tier 4. I feel like that is a tier 4 meme. Like, it's a recurring joke on all channels, but it's like one of the minor ones. It's just kind of passively there in everything I do. Hi, Nuka. Quote is on the second tier. Oh, yeah, tier 4. Does not sound or look like Peter Griffin. I gotta just put this in emphasis for some of you silly gooses out there. Some of y'all who think you're funny. I gotta, one second, I'm doing, where the fuck is the text editor? There it is. Not. Does not sound like Peter Griffin. I do not sound or look like Peter Griffin. This is a well-known fact that we all agree on, right? Right, guys? Glad to hear it. Remember the COD edits? I don't think that really... you're right, that is a big part of me as a person. But I don't think that would fit on this tier list because I don't talk about it in any public capacity. So it couldn't be on a list like this yet. But I've got plans, potentially. I feel like more people know that I sound a little like Peter Griffin than do know I'm mentally ill. / disordered. Mental disorder / dent head. See, if you put dent head next to mental disorder, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Like it doesn't mean that. But did you put in love with Springtrap? Yes. You know what? I'll put a dating sim on tier 4 as well. Dating sim. What's the word? Dating sim connoisseur. Yeah, I like that word. I did not spell that right. I gotta Google this. Connoisseur. I fucking hate when we steal the words from, like, when we borrow words from French people, man. They're spelt so damn funny. And there's no, like, conventions of English you can remember to make it to, like, how you're supposed to spell it. Like, would you, if you heard the word connoisseur, would you ever assume that it's pronounced like, it's spelt like this? I'm gonna move Dossier down. And you know, because I feel like the Zootopia abortion comic on its own doesn't really fit, and the webtoons on its own doesn't really work. In the Sonic and Mario kissing strip is too soon. But what I think I can reasonably group all of those together. Like, fucking these weird comics or like pieces of physical fan media. Like what's like a term we could use that like gets the umbrella of the abortion comic, Tails gets trolled, fucking the boyfriend's webtoon. Very different stylistically, but like has red boyfriends. Fan comics. The thing is, Boyfriends is an original IP. And so Mario and Sonic is not a comic, it's an animation. Niche internet media consumer. I like that. Let's say unorthodox. Unorthodox internet media consumer. Unorthodox. I like that. Unorthodox internet media consumer. See how much like smarter that makes me sound than if I wrote Zootopia abortion comic? I think that fills this bit out quite nicely. You know, I think this definitely needs to be higher. Like, this needs to be close to tier 2. If those are being all grouped together, like then that needs to be a lot higher. Put borrowing content from Reddit up here. And Nina and Flinders you think would be higher, but like they don't get directly mentioned often. And they've only been in like 1 or 2 videos directly a piece. Probably gonna be more. Kwite Discord. I don't really consider that part of the list because that's usually mod run. That's not really something I have a hand in. The Discord is more of like a community place that I'm hands off of, so I don't think of it in the same light, if that makes sense. That's nothing against what the mods do, but it's specifically because they're the ones who do the work. Do you want a Google Doc link? Yeah, shoot it at me. Not in a gun, please. Please do not put it in a 50 cal format. You watched the abortion comic when you were 8? I saw a lot of game machinimas I should not have been seeing as like an 8-year-old. Half of them I didn't even play the games. I just loved the concept of making movies out of recording in-game screen stuff. Hey, let me peep this doc. Oh, she's fucking... God damn it. Jacqueline sent it in a firearm form. What was Pim again? I don't remember. Fuck. Have you done music yet? Yes. How dare you? Poot in my bed. Sorry, I always just refer to it as the full thing. I never use the abbreviation. I refer to it with the full respect its name deserves. Apparently y'all are the ones who don't want to, like, put in the effort. Can you explain the box now? I'm gonna do, like, a quick, like, when we, like, put a stamp of finality on this, I'm gonna go through it and, like, do a really quick explainer of each one. And that way, if, like, anybody wants to do further research, they know, like, what direction to look into. Oh, wait, you know that this one's fun. This one, I think this one... This is not one that I planned, but apparently it comes up more often than I would not. The gay appears homophobic to camouflage itself. Wait, the gay presents homophobia to camouflage from predators. To hide from predators. Like, I don't know why this happens so much, but so many fucking people have said, yeah, I don't know, I thought you were, like, some fucking right-wing homophobic dude, and then I, like, fucking... And I realized you had, like, fucking used all pronouns. I don't know how that became my reputation amongst a certain set of people, but... I mean, I've seen it enough that it seems like it happened on its own. J Fuel's not going on the list, guys. It's not part of what I do. Wait, no, the gay feigns homophobia. Holy shit, chat's annoying today. They're actually not being too bad. Either that or my tolerance is higher than usual. So many messages are being nerfed. Well, a lot of it's just like repeats or like big clumps of the same word. We don't see the board. So the only thing we added was the gay feigns homophobia. All the rest is the same. Can't see Iceberg? Yeah, the Titanic couldn't either. Got absolutely nuked for it. I see. Look at all you fucking anonymous mods on the goddamn Google Doc. Why did you even switch the screen? I didn't know which tab the Google Doc was going to open on, so I didn't want it to be on screen. Blank has gone off the deep end. See, if I did that for every title scheme I used over and over again because it did well, that we'd be here forever. What's happening right now? What, are you an artist? No. What about the Shane Dawson book reading? I'd consider that under, like, the fucking niche internet media consumer. Like, just reviewing, like, really specific pieces of written works. Written or visual works, but, like, all, like... You know, in that vein. For some, like, there's an unexplainable connection between the Shane Dawson books and the Zootopia abortion comic. You can't tell me you don't see it. We can, I think this one, it doesn't come up very often, but, like, for the folks who know, like, they come after me for it. Very tall, embarrassingly so. It's just so hard being as incredibly, like, long as I am. It's not easy, right? It's hard. Okay, little bro. You will die slowly and painfully, Adby. He's so tall and muscular. True. Real. .5'5" is so tall. I am way taller than 5'5". I'm like massive. Andre the Giant would probably like fucking be up to my thumb toe. Would fat ass slash fit pics? Would that be a tier 4 thing? Because I feel like that's about the same level of awareness of people would have for a lot of this stuff. It's fresh in y'all's mind because you saw it recently. But it's like a small amount of folks who saw it recently, you know what I mean? I think like a tier 4. I feel like a tier 4 for that one. Imagine not getting tall. I don't have to imagine because I am tall. Huge. I'm 6'3", sorry guys, and I'm way taller than 6'3". Played Pizza Tower once. Oh wait, I'm fucking mad at y'all. When I asked if it was better with controller or keyboard, y'all told me keyboard, and then my friend, the stream after was like, yo, why did you play with keyboard? Is your controller busted? And I'm like, no, chat just said that was the best way to play. And they're like, dude, you got fucking scammed. And I'm like, maybe that's why I was having such a dogshit time. In part because of the controller I was choosing to use. So whoever said controller in chat on Wednesday, screw you, man. Really set me up for failure on that one. I thought you couldn't get the controller to work. I couldn't get it to work on Detroit Become Human. It was busted for that whole game, but it works on literally every other game I use it on. It's legit just that. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. Never mind, I thought we were talking about Detroit. Nah, it was the Pizza Tower game. What's the box? When we do a run through, you'll find out, don't worry. Lorem ipsum? What the hell does lorem ipsum mean? That's like the default text in so much shit. Stop stalling. It's called thinking, dipshit. I know you can do it if you try hard enough. You can do it too, swear. Fan art competitions? Would you put the fan art competitions above dating sims? Or on the same tier? Because I feel like more people know about, The thing is, do they know about the fan art competitions for the fact they're fan art competitions, or because they've just done well on their own? Oh, and thank you for the raid, Beef. Hope you had a good stream. The making my own 5 minutes crafts video. That's like one video from 5 years ago, and it did just like, not bad, but it did like average. That's not really something I would consider to fit on this list. What the fuck is this? I'm making a self-indulgent, egotistical self-iceberg. I think the Sims are more known as well. Like, companies reach out to me to do, like, videos on dating sims, because, like, I'm that guy. Or one of the guys, because lots of people play dating sims on YouTube. Yeah, the Witch Left thing was not me. That was Quackity. What's on the top of the list? Just like the really obvious visual stuff from the main channel. Like, this is the stuff you see first on the biggest platform I have, followed by, you know, Twitch and the like. POV milks content. You know, let's go for some deep cuts. Let's go for some deep cuts. I am simply going to put podcast. We'll say podcasts. Former. Very dead and buried. May they rest in peace. Should Asian be on the list? I don't know. That seems corny. Or it's just not something I really feel like. VP. Oh yeah, the finger scar. It almost cut off finger on stream. That's a big one for me, because it's like a big fucking scar I've had in my pinky for like the last 2 years because of trying to be funny this one time. I think that's bottom though. Like, that's a big moment for me because it had very huge ramifications. It was on stream. Yeah, it was not my stream, someone else's. The coke nail, nah, that's too niche. That's not really, that doesn't really fit in. Spill your drink every once in a while. Everybody does that. Do you think mental disorder, or has mental illness? I will not specify which one. You decide. You decide? Ugh. Spin wheel to find the witch. Spin wheel to find spin mental illness wheel. Bottom tier or fourth tier? Bottom tier or fourth tier? What are we feeling? Holy shit. Chat helped you get diagnosed. Diagnosed on stream. Diagnosed mentally ill by Dr. Chat. There you go. I think that's the closest we'll get. Is that 4 or 4? 4, you think? Because it's happened more than once at this point, and not that those diagnoses mean anything. It's just funny that it's happened. It's come up. Reddit videos is on tier 3. The microwave cat is not putting it on the getting put on the iceberg. Let it rest, man. Let that cat have the peace it never knew in life. Use of props in the older main channel videos. No, you're right. That's actually a perfect thing. Use of that used to be like my thing back in the day. It's like, hey, this guy is wearing a mask, doesn't even show his face in his face cam videos while he talks about random trending topics, but he waves some shit around when he does it, and that's fucking sick. This guy's different. That was legit the fucking thing that made me stand out back in the day. Can you imagine? I just had to I grabbed like just a different thing laying around my house on any different like given day. I missed a random pole swing around. I think I put too many holes in the drywall at one point. Why'd you flail so much in old videos? I was trying to keep your attention. Can we have that again? No, because it hurts my arms and it hurts my delivery. I'm not gonna lie. What's some more like deep cut stuff? You want props, and I want my arms to not hurt in the morning. I would like to speak better. How many push-ups can you do? Like 2. PewDiePie stealing your canon lore. It's so fun. Like, I don't think it was he knew who I was either time, but it's very funny that, like, 2 bits I had got co-opted by PewDiePie, like, once at a time. It was very funny. Ooh. Oh, God. You know, plush can probably go on a... Merch should go somewhere. I just haven't had any in a long time. Plush form. Cosmic Nightmare. We'll specify that the plush is fucking dangerous to see the true form of, yep. Because it's dead. Or not dead, but it's because it's in a deep slumber. I think this has to go in tier 5 as well. How many people fucking know the name of like the shop at this point? Let's be honest. Monster fucker. I think that falls under dating sims. We do have to do Friday Night Funkin'. Friday Night Funkin', not as like any one video, but as a for the fact that it literally got fucking the second channel off the ground in a really big way. It's gotta be on this list. I think it had a peak with views, like it had a cap, for sure, and it's not as recent as it used to be. Or it doesn't happen these much nowadays, but it was always a huge part. Actually, no, Friday Night Funkin' should go up here. If Minecraft Story Mode is going to be in tier 3, which I think it deserves to be, Friday Night Funkin' should at least be in tier 3. Because Minecraft Story Mode's old, but it's just as like, I don't know, it's core memories for anyone who's actually been around long enough for it. I'm gonna say, yeah, tier 3, I think. That's a good spot for it. I can also make these bigger now, I think, because I'm having better placement. Hi again, merch. I put massedup.shop at the bottom because there just hasn't been any new things on there in ages. Pretty new song on the bottom. I'm just keeping the music all together in one thing. I didn't know Kwite streamed on Twitch. A lot of people find out only recently, you know? How badly your song The Backrooms aged. Don't remind me, man. Fuck, dude, that shit's... It would be bad if it was like one bar aging that bad. Fuck it, 2 of them though, dude. Don't... Fuck. It stings. It stings. It stings. You gotta explain the box. I will at the end. I will at the end. Where is Anthony TNT? Oh, dude, New Montana? Holy fuck, how do you remember that name? I forgot that name. I guess that's the main reason why I asked y'all to do this for me, huh? Do you think more people knew I was on SMP Earth? Or about any of these things? Like, there are people I know who were on SMP Earth who didn't realize I was on it when they were on it. Where's the buying of the Sonic and Mario art? We put that under unorthodox niche internet media consumer. You were on SMP Earth? Yep. Yep. See, yeah, okay, yeah, SMP Earth has to go bottom tier. It's so bottom tier. Like, I wouldn't even include it on this list if it, like, wasn't as shocking to people when they found out that it happened. Do you think I need to put any of these things up a tier if SMP Earth is this down low? Or do these still all line up with each other? The only exception might be like the mashed up shop. I feel like the plush has remained in the cosmic memory because it's cute and very marketable. Like, that's literally the point. Like, I know saying a plush is marketable is like the meme, but it's literally marketable and it stays in people's heads because of the iconography. You know what I mean? Move up, masked up. Maybe masked up or anything, but I think it's good. That is the only one I would move up, but I feel like it still fits better down here. Here's a good one. This is gonna go, lies about lots of things very often. And that's gonna go in the 5th tier because chat knows very intimately how this is like, but only chat gets the raw and unfiltered admission of that being the case. Anthony. I'd say Anthony's a 4th tier deal, right? Anthony. Beloved. Toilet Shark. Anthony's 4th tier, I think, right? I'd say he's, like, similar... Like, he gets fan art, which is not something that even Smoke... Like, he gets more fan art than Smoke, I think, and he's a recurring gag in videos. I'm not going to put him up here because this is like, this is a lot of the kind of actual, video formats I'm known for. And Anthony is a well-known bit, a recurring one, but I think it belongs more down here than 3rd or 5th. I think the idea of me having a cat in general is just less surprising. And probably fairly assumed considering some of the jokes I make. So, middle tier. The Lego live stream? Nah. It actively hates chat. Did I put diagnosed by Dr. Chat? There it is. Yeah, 4th tier. That fits. Kwite was taken. That's literally just my Tumblr handle. That's not really good for much. IMO. Iceberg, the box, snowball mic. White gourd. Mobile. Oh, this was like one of my biggest videos. Then again, I don't really fucking count that because that's like a very general thing. I don't know. You're on Tumblr passively. I don't use it. I just have an account. Being besties with me. You know it. You know it. I think the reload animations probably warrants its own category. And like we can fold the likes reload animations, pretends to reload guns. I think that would fit in the 4th tier, right? Because it's not on, like, it's one video. And it's not on the level of any of these, but it is like I fucking cock the gun one-handed pretty often. You know what I mean? Reload animation lover. Loves reload animations. Pretends to reload often. Guns often. You know what, we'll just say reloads guns often, and that. And then the explainer can be the rest, you know. I think that fits. Chill Doom streams. I think ooh, wait. I think that's maybe not specifically Doom, but like we could call it the the after party, where it's like after the main segment of the stream is done, like when I'm just like if I chill out, I chill out. Stream after party. I don't even know if after party's the right term, but it's like just me fucking sitting there in it. Reload stims, yippee. I think I want to do one more tier 4. Bathroom breaks. You know what? Because you said that, correct. Let's do tiny bladder. It's funny because I've explicitly referenced this on a song, and I don't think people really caught it. I had a bar called I push a lot of pee because I got a tiny bladder. It's like I'm literally pushing pee. It was a reference to the funny, cool song at the time. And it was also because I cannot hold my fucking pee for shit. Tiny, small, pathetic bladder. Gotta add pathetic to just, really drive home the point. Trying to, like, make the spacing look all good with each other. Alright, honestly, I think I want to leave the rest of this as it is, so as I don't get too cluttered. And I just want to fill out the 5th one. Can y'all think of any other, like, deep cuts? Like, stuff that fits in with the spread we've got here. What in God's green water? That's true. He did design water to be green. Why is the VP not in there? Ooh, wait, no, you're right. Vice President Bobby Shmurda. Vice President Bobby Shmurda. It's not as old as the main channel stuff, but it's to a much nicher audience who remembers it, you know? He's in way less videos, but more recently. You know what I mean? Modcast, don't flatter yourselves. And somebody said Blue Snowball. Blue snowball mic. Old microphone. It seems like a really simple thing, but I used that thing from when I was like 12 or 13 till the day it fucking died. And it, you know, it just became a part of like the fucking presentation because it looked like when people would hold mics, they'd usually like it looked like a microphone or an iPhone or a lav mic. And I was just holding this big fucking nutsack, this chrome nutsack. Nixon webcam. Isn't that just like the Nixon bit? Nixon cam. That just seems like a duplicate. Yeah, the plushie's on there. One more. One more is like where I'm thinking we'll cap it at it. Canon baldness. Nah. The fact you said you have red cum. I've said I've had red and white cum. All I need is blue until I'm a real patriot. JFK car. Go to bed. Dude, I'm doing my job right now. Morgan sponsor. Animated blinking. Ah. You go to New York? Yeah, at some point in my life I have, yes. Nuka mug. Nuka can make his own fucking little chat if he wants to, or his own little fucking iceberg if he really wants to. You know what? Yeah, old outro. Old outro. Old outro music. I remember like people like really fucking liked that track, and they couldn't find it anywhere, and that's because it was fucking made for the channel, buddy. It whipped so hard. It whipped so hard. All right. As it stands, that is where I am gonna leave the topics we add to it because I have to pee. Right, be right back. Okay, fellas. I think it's time. This is not as comprehensive as you could possibly get making an iceberg about me, but it was a fun little thing to do on stream. So, why don't we do the honor? Why don't I do the honors and go through this and just give you the fucking barest of explanations for each topic we've chosen today, in case you're new. I have no idea why someone would want to make a full explain of this, but hopefully this section will help you point in the right direction if you really want to learn more. Fucking. God, he was trying to learn more shit about me, though. You already know enough. You know too much, if you like, for your mental health's sake at this point. So yeah, floating hoodie. I am literally a piece of cloth, and I float. That is my corporeal form. Whiteboard. I have a whiteboard in the back of my setup. I draw things on it at times. Dark, lush forest green. That is the incredibly beautiful texture and appearance I give off because of the way light reflects off me. Faceless. It's kind of a misnomer because I do have a face. It just doesn't look like what y'all think a face is meant to look like, which just makes you a dickhead. But that's how people see it. You know, masking glasses. That's how you interpret my face as looking. because you're weird. Commentary channel. That is what I am. Hi again. That's the only way I know how to greet people. It's actually a problem in real life. Has no legs. I mean, it kind of comes with the being a floating piece of cloth deal. You don't exactly have a whole lot of legs to be walking with, you know? OnlyFans reviews. Probably, like, my most successful series ever. My most viewed video to this day is in reviewing every YouTuber's OnlyFans, and then, like, reviewing a bunch of other people's OnlyFans. Collectively, it probably has, like, the most views of any topic I've ever talked about. Quote, the second channel. That's probably what you're watching this on right now, if you're seeing this video after the stream got streamed. And on that second channel, I'm a VTuber. Disgraceful, I know. A major downgrade according to a lot of the people on the main channel, but it is what it is. And it makes it easier to stream on Twitch, where I'm very open about dating, Springtrap, and, you know, I made being gay my whole personality. We got this shell-shocked guy. Let's see. What's in this one? Unorthodox niche internet media consumer. Basically just reviewing any cluster of weird shit on the internet. We'll put weird YouTuber books, the Zootopia abortion comic, the Mario and Sonic kissing cells, the Boyfriend's webtoon, they're all in that umbrella. It's a very wide one, but it's why it's in tier 3, you know, because it's a bit vague. I'm not a furry. It's pretty obvious. I'm pretty straightforward. Yo, Kwite, I'm an NYC. Have fun. He's not a furry. I am not. But, like, it's pretty out. Like, I simply use the, the opinion that people seem to think of having me as being one for money. Like, it's for financial gain, bro. You levy whatever tools are given to you, and you guys have handed me a fucking millionaire status on a silver platter. I have a cat. Her name is Smoke. Did you know I really love to smoke? I actively hate chat that goes for anything you say while in the chat, in a live stream, and also the things that you guys put in viewer submissions for when I'm trying to do community-driven content. It kind of, like, makes me wish I had just become, like, a fucking accountant, or, I don't know, worked at Burger King, cash register. Then again, like, talking to people face-to-face is arguably worse than, like, text. So I'll take what I can get. Makes music that are info hazards. I make songs. I like them, but even if you do like them, after listening to them, you will die. Not because they're, like, that good. They're just, like, a fucking hazardous chemical. They poison you by being heard. Quite cubicle worker arc. Tortured in a like in Minecraft story mode. I was so critical of that game at the start, and then the videos kept doing well, so I kept putting myself through it until I accidentally got invested in the characters. And by the end of the series, I was crying over some of the plot points. It was, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. I got Stockholmed into liking it, man. It was against my free will. I did not choose to do that. Borrowing content from Reddit. I'm known to have explicitly made Reddit videos back in the day, like literally just r/whatever subreddit in the title, when I just read the Reddit post and connect it directly to being a Reddit video. Now, I still get content from Reddit, oftentimes. It just doesn't make it in the title. There's just no r/. It's simply the aggregation site I look at. Admits to reading fanfiction. I mean, pretty straightforward. I read fanfiction, and the smut bit was just for comedic effect, nothing else. I'm very tall. I'm taller than you. However tall you are, I'm at least like 1 inch over it. If you get taller, I'll always be an inch over that. Yeah. Rancid / stolen tweets. A lot of people just think I say disgusting shit and nothing else, which is mostly true, but still hurts. And in fairness, some of the disgusting shit I say did not come from my brain. I'm simply a tastemaker in that way, a curator of tweets. Friday Night Funkin' is a game I played a lot of. I started playing it because I wanted views, and I lost the tutorial level. But then it did well, and I started playing mods, and those did well. And then eventually I played it on my off time because I was actually enjoying playing the game. And then like a few years later, I was getting pretty good at it, which was a shameful thing to admit out loud. But goddamn, did it kept bringing people in, man. Friday Night Funkin' is probably the reason that Quote is around in the way it is today. It might still have like grown to this size eventually, but it would have taken a hell of a lot longer, I think. Last in tier 3, we have Nina and Flinders, who are the editors of the main and second channel, respectively. They are not just the editors; they are actually the puppeteers. I am a servant to them, or an indentured servant. It's fucked up, the things they make me do, and the performance they make me put on, like right now. It is so awful, the manipulation and guilt tripping and the emotional fear I go through on a weekly basis. And to see my chat say, "Oh, Nina and Flinders are so much better than Kwite," when you don't even know the half of what they're doing to me, it breaks my heart. It leaves me with no hope. On to tier 4. I don't sound like Peter Griffin. I have my own distinguished and unique voice. That belongs to me and Kwite, one and only. Nobody else. Nobody else sounds like this. Kmart enthusiast. I'm just a big fan of the former store chain brand Kmart. It exists in some places, and I'd really like to go there. That'd be like my pilgrimage to Mecca. Well, not to Mecca. That's blasphemous. But it would be a pilgrimage worth going on. Dating sim connoisseur. Another one of those like content types that has really pulled its weight as far as views go. Haven't done one in a while, but I owe those weird niche dating sims with odd choices for dateable and fuckable characters a huge thank you for the money. Kwite is Rich the Big Dick Nixon. It's pretty straightforward. I am the 38th President of the United States, Rich Nixon. And please do not call me Richard Nixon. Call me Rich. Because that's what I am. Dossier. And it is pronounced like Dossier because I named the series, so I get to decide how it's said. I'm exerting my creative control. It's like how Soul Calibur spells caliber wrong on purpose. But it's an old series I did that was essentially a fucking content cop knockoff at the time, where I would pick a YouTuber who is like AIDS, but also like maybe in a moral sense, and just make a big fuck off video with skits and shit. They were like my highest effort videos, probably even to this day. I think I could make those videos better and a lot faster now, but as far as like how much work I put in to an individual project, those were like my heaviest lift, and I'm still like proud of like the ambition I had with them, though they definitely would be harder for me to watch now. Rest in peace, the J Station one. Got removed from YouTube. The series never ended, I just never found something I wanted to make another one about. Might still happen, who knows. The gay feigns homophobia to hide from predators. A lot of folks say that I come off as homophobic and a Republican when they first meet me. Or not meet me, but first see me. And then as they consume more content, they realized it was, slightly different than that. Diagnosed mentally ill by Dr. Chat. I took an ADHD quiz on stream before shortly getting diagnosed afterwards. So yeah, do not self-diagnose, it's just a funny little bit in it. Plush form, Cosmic Nightmare. There is a very cute and marketable plush form that I have that made the rounds like a year or two ago. It was limited sale, did really well. Thank you again to anybody who bought it. But the truth is that every single one of those plushes has the ability to tear fabric in space-time. Do not fuck it too hard. Or preferably don't fuck it at all, but if you have to stick a fleshlight in it, be gentle. Otherwise you may tear a hole in reality and suck your penis into a black hole. Small one. But it doesn't need to be very big for your penis now, does it? Yeah, keep it in a jar for that exact reason. It's like a containment mechanism. You keep, like, you're supposed to put mine in a jar. You're supposed to put the plush of me in a jar for your safety. Not out of like a sense of superiority, but like, you want to own the memorabilia? That's cool. Just take the proper safety precautions. Cosmic suck. It does not feel good. I was raised and ruined by the Sonic fandom. Yep, I think that was the first fandom I was ever actively in on the internet. Awful. Tragic, even. Ruined is the key word here. It really should be in all caps. Is it not obvious? The fat ass / fit pics. I got a fat ass, and I post fit pics occasionally. It's about it, isn't it? That's all there really is to it. Anthony is the beloved toilet shark. He came out of my toilet after I flushed it one day and said hello, and he's just been with us ever since. Really swell guy. I don't know, like, I can't believe I met this dude by total chance, because my life would have been so different without him there, you know? I have a tiny, small, pathetic bladder. I pee at the top of every hour to maximize the amount of ads I put in your face. And I use the excuse that I have a bad bladder so you guys will excuse it and not say that it's for money. You'll just make fun of me, which is, you know, easier to explain to my PR agent. On to tier 5, the very bottom. One thing you guys should know about me that if you are on stream you do know is I lie about lots of things very often. There's no way of knowing how many of these things on this list are even actually true. Kwite with a Y is a tertiary Kwite channel where the I is replaced with a Y, as you might have guessed. And I make leafy gameplay commentaries because I am stupidly nostalgic for that format, despite the shit it was used for back in the day. I don't know. I just want to use the format for something hopefully more benign in that ages, maybe, if not more gracefully, more neutrally. You know? Love murder miners. Love murder miners. Not murdering miners. Murder miners, the video game. Miners as in people who work in mines. Which I guess in some cases would be still children, but not in this one. Just quite know about Kwite. I do. It's not run by me, but I know the person who runs it. And like I'm not doing I didn't have any VOD plans at the moment anyway, so who cares? Mashedup.shop. It's not defunct. It is undergoing renovations, we'll say. I have nothing to tell. I have nothing to deliver on that front right now. But that's all I'll say. SMP Earth. A lot of people didn't realize I was on SMP Earth, and apparently some of y'all are just finding out right now. Which is really funny. Almost cut off my finger on stream. So I was stabbing a cardboard cutout of Richard Nixon in a pumpkin carving contest because I lost. Schlatt rated it a fucking like C+ or some shit. So I started stabbing the cardboard cutout as a bit. But the knife, it was a flip out one, and the locking mechanism failed, and it like fucking sandwiched my pinky finger. Went like a third of the way through, and now there's like this big old fucking dent in it. It looks pretty funny. Podcast, I have been on several. Used to have this one called Pullover, and this other one called Loudmouse. Use of props. I used to be like every other commentary channel, or much the same commentary channel I am today. But back then, I used to have more upper body strength, so I just swung shit around. My cardio is so much better, man. Also, back in that day, I used to use a blue Snowball old microphone. It was the best thing I had that I could like actually hold in my palm. Vice President Bobby Shmurda. Before he got out of prison, he did serve a term as the vice president under my administration. He was a great ally and friend to have. There was this old outro music I had back in the day that was custom commissioned and was super earworming and catchy that a lot of people were trying to find the full track, and I wish there was one because that into a full song would have been sick. If only I had actually used instrumentals back then. Probably the one you guys have the most questions about, the box. I gotta dig deep for this one because this is a very, very dark part of my history, if I'm being open and honest. The box days were dark times. And I have to scroll very far, approximately 4 to 5 years, to get back to the mind state I was at in that period of my life. But back, I'll give you the synopsis. So I used to be in this little box, like it was 2 walls on either side, no doors you could see, just like this little fucking hovel that I worked out of, whether I had a choice to or not, you know? Where is it? Where is it? Here, I'll pull up this is it in its with me not even in the frame, you know? This was the old digs. It was just a box. It was just a box, man. And I just fucking danced around this thing like I owned the whole place. This was my whole world. I was trapped in here for years. Years. I don't even remember how I got out. I don't even remember how I got out, man. It's honestly fucking terrifying. I think I might have erased it for, fucking sanity reasons. It was a tough time for me, but it's in the past. And I'm trying to move forward. And that is the gist of the Kwite Iceberg. Thank you guys for helping me assemble it. I don't think I could have gotten through this list on my own. I appreciate your assistance. And did you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, you missed out because I stream this live on twitch.tv/Kwite, where I'm live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Pretty sure I'm live tonight, actually. Anyways, I'm going to run that ad break. Fellas, we are in for a shorter, not a shorter stream, it's longer than last one's. But I'm still getting into the, flow of streaming back again. It's a process, but thank you guys for sticking around. I'll see you in a minute. Live. Yawn. Who could I raid? Weast, Errit, Toast. I'd raid Crumb. Not sure. Hassan could really use some viewers. He looks like he's struggling. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Crumb. They are playing Splatoon. Splatoot, as they called it. Alright, I expect all of y'all to be in this bitch shortly. And if you aren't, you're cringe and gay. And you also hate gay people. You are gay, but also homophobic. You just don't get to win here, huh? You know the drill, though. I hope you remember the drill. It's been a while, so I wouldn't blame you. You're a little rusty, but, you know, I expect all y'all to be in this raid, otherwise you hate every minority group I'm a part of. And you better be nice when you go over there. Put your best foot forward. And, have a good night.
Has to be next to an orange block. Okay.